Okay, hello, welcome back to the Jumpers in Kerbal Space Program. So, a lot has changed. Well, actually, it hasn't really. A few things have. I said last episode that the long-distance aircraft could travel about 250 kilometers. Well, my calculations were slightly off, and it can travel about 1,000. Roughly about 1,000 kilometers. I tested this in... I did another flight after recording of just going straight to the North Pole, and I made it there. I didn't get any footage of it though, because it took about 2 hours to get there, and it made it there with about 3 units of fuel left. So it just made it to the North Pole, which is about 943 kilometers away. So it's got a pretty good range on it. It does need some tweaking though for it to become a proper aircraft to do some serious science recovery. In saying that, though, the science tree has changed a lot as well. I've unlocked quite a lot of things. I'm going for more rocketry side of things now as well. Reason behind that is I'm wanting to get things into space rather than just doing things around Kerbin. So I was going to originally just kind of rush for the Sino field, but it's not going to work out because I need to upgrade the science machine and the R&D facility, but I also need to get more science to do that. So I've built a craft already to go into orbit. Let's see, where are we? Orbit Kerbin. Ferry 2 tourists live to the destination. Huh. That actually would be pretty easy to do. I have to build a ship though for it, but that's okay. Test launch escape, test liquid fuel engine and flight over Kerbin. There's a lot of contracts here I need to start doing, but I haven't just done any of them yet. Ferry a VPS to her destination. Voting Kerbin has charged a tour to see the science right here in Kerbin. Keep her alive and show her a good time. So where does she want to go? Let's have a look. So if you go to the map, hold on, Space Center I mean. She wants to go there. Humans or agency. I could do that in the long distance science plane, but I won't do it now because you've already seen that plane in action. Let us try. Where is it? Sounding rocket, space hopper. Unmanned suborbiter. This is the one. So I've designed this craft here to just try and get out of the atmosphere and into space. I've tested it and it works pretty well. I'm surprised in its uses. Science-wise, I have all 4 science experiments plus the goo material minus the science junior, so that's all well and good. Temperature scan. I did not know I did not have that. Alrighty then. That's going to take all my power, isn't it? That's okay though. That's fine. I don't want to take off until that's done sending. Why did I do that? I am not a smart man. I am not a smart man. Because the problem is, if I launch this now, it has no kind of power generation until we fire the second stage of this liquid fuel engine, so it's best we wait for this to finish. It really is. 75%. Still going. Still going. Transmitting. One more and we should be good. Should be good to go. Alright, done. Cool. Getting some power back now. Fantastic. Let's throttle this baby up, and let's go to space. It's pretty slow to start with. It's really, really bad thrust to weight. It does the job pretty well, though. It does get us to where we need to go. That's all that matters with this. I've had to do a lot of tweaking with this to try and get it to a certain point so it can be stable enough to do this. We are turning off course, though. Let's adjust that slightly. There we go. These winglets really do help with the launch process. They really do help. Alright, so they're coming up to almost stage separation. So far we're staying right on the money, which is good. Very good. Once these are ditched, we'll then start our gravity turn. And they're out of here. Let's fire this engine up. Here we go. And let's turn to space. Here we go. Here we go. Full power. Alright, off we go. Off we go. I did launch this thing on an angle on the launch pad, like I turned it 90 degrees, just for the fact that the wings were put in the wrong position, so the controls are a bit iffy when I'm using them, but it does get us where we need to go. That's all that really matters here. That's all that matters. Let's just try and turn a bit more into it. Get some more speed up. Ooh. 8 science. 8 science. Not bad. Not bad at all. We're going pretty well. Ooh, more stuff. Cool. Problem is, if I probably could transmit them now, actually. If I transmit them... Oh, the problem is I'm not going to be able to use them, so... Transmit reusable ones only. So it'll just be the temperature scan, wouldn't it? Oh, God. Oh, that was close. Oh, crap. Damn it. Why did I do that again? Always do that with SAS. And I can't keep it on while it's doing this goddamn transmission. It's going to be flying by wire now. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Oh, jeez. I'm pretty sure I'm high enough now in my orbit. Oh, God, yes. I am definitely high enough. I am definitely high enough. I did also build a little beacon as well, so I know where KSP was. Oh, there we go. Temperature scan. Come on. There we go. 20 science. I'll keep that. Thank you very much. Temperature scan. Come on. I have lost control. I will keep that. Where is the sun? The sun's that way. So if I try and bring it back to face the sun. There you go. Cool beans. The problem we face here is that we only have solar panels and no manned flight, so I can't really do very much. Now I'm wondering if it's worth resetting these and seeing how much extra science I can do, because flying over Kerbin's water I can get very easily. So I'm going to reset them all and see what kind of science I get from this. I got 8 from them before, so let's see what we get now. 12, so it definitely was worth it. Okay. Well, I have to get them back to Earth still, so that could be a problem. Should I try and get this into orbit? I do need some fuel to slow us down, though, when I return, so I might just speed this up a little bit. I might just try and make our orbit a little bit less harsh. Or our sub-orbit, I should say. I want to keep about 500 Delta V for landing. There we go. And that should do it. There we go. I probably could make orbit, actually. Look, we're in orbit. I did not expect that to happen. I really did not expect this spacecraft to get into orbit. That's good, though. That's really good. What I might do... oh, it's going to be pretty tough bringing this back down again. So I might actually leave it in space. Let's turn SAS off. But the other problem we face is there's very little battery power in it, so it is probably worth bringing it back down. What do we have here? Stage destroyed. That's fine. Let's do a quick orbit. Look at us. We're going around. I really don't expect this to get into orbit on its first go. I mean, while I was testing it, I did make it to suborbital, but I never actually thought it would get into orbit. That's good though, so I know I can use one of the crafts I've created to get there. So that's good. Oh, actually, I might go around one more time and start my deal around here. So I've only got 300 Delta V left, so I need trying to get into the atmosphere I suspect that this is going to be a very slow burn to get us back down. Only for the fact that I'll probably only just get into the atmosphere. I'll go to the APO. That way it'll lower the priapus, so it's a bit easier to come into it. So if we're coming around, we still have power. Yes, that is very important. Alright, so we need to swing this bad boy around. Come on. We're already losing power. Alright, let's turn it back again. And then when we're right on top of it, then we'll do the turn. There we go. Alright, so let's turn this bad boy around. I might bring up orbit info. There we go. Cool, so we're just into the atmosphere now, and we still have 300 Delta V left, so that will definitely help us out in... Actually, what do I do quickly as well? I can't arm them yet. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We are doing another lap. Well, hopefully anyway. But we are landing on the dark side of the planet though, so that is also another problem in itself. So I'm not too sure how well that will go. Run out of power before we do it. And I can't deploy the parachutes until that either. Can I try and raise it a little bit? I'm not going in so deep. 50, 59. Alright, that should do it. I'm a little bit hesitant with going in so fast, that's all. So I want to do one more lap and then try and lower it completely. And then come in on the day side so I have some power left. See, that's just outside the atmosphere though, so that's going to slow down really slowly. I could just burn off a little bit more, which lowers my APOS down to 100,000. Which isn't a bad thing either. That'll work well. Okay, that works really well. So if we get to the priapus, we can then lower the apopus. I can never say that. I'm going to say priapus, but I can't say apoapsis. Anyway, you all know what I'm talking about. That is lowering very... Actually, this will work out pretty well, because if, at this rate of descent, we should be okay. Because that will lower very, very slowly. And that's lowering very, very fast. Okay, now I'm a bit stressed out. I don't think we're going to land on the planet yet. I need to turn this to face the sun when it comes around and turn off SAS. Why are you... Oh, because of the... Right. Oh, I could not be in a worse position. I really couldn't be. And it looks like my priapus is now way into the atmosphere. Great. Great, great, great. Well, I have no way of recovering this in the slightest. Most I can do is just slow down. Just slow it down. Use the last of my fuel. Burn it up. And the descent. There we go. If I make these deployable pretty high up, then maybe that will help. But I'm out of power pretty much. If I turn this all off, actually. What is still turned on? Science thing? No, that's it. I'm out of power. I have zero control of this vessel. It is out of my hands. I can't stage. Yeah, I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed. Well, that was a waste. That was a big waste. I mean, maybe it can slow down enough and maybe it will work, but I can't deploy them, so that's going to be a big problem. Oh, I'm coming in way too fast here. Oh god, map's being crazy. I mean, at least the engine's facing the heat, so that's taking the brunt of the force, but I can't do anything. No electric charge. Oh, torque was turned on, wasn't it? That's what's taking my last bit of power. jeez Louise. I'm miles from the sun's horizon. I'm not getting out of this at all. Well, if we land on... Oh... It may survive if it lands on land. It may bounce. I doubt it will, but it might. We're still coming in really fast, though. Slowing down quite a bit. 200 meters a second. If the engine and the fuel tank take the brunt of the force and I can keep my science bay, then I'll be happy. But it doesn't look like it will. I have zero control at this point. We're slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. Oh, what survived? What survived? What's that? A parachute. Of all things to survive, a parachute. Ah. Well, it's something. Is it going back to space? Is this thing legitimately flying back into space? It's not losing vertical speed, it's just going up. I honestly think that's going to space again. The problem is I can't... Can I maybe swap to it from here? Will that work? No? Come on. So how far back will it go? You're in flight. Game couldn't be said this leaving this last save state. That's 1 hour 48 minutes ago. So that was... When was that? 1 hour 48 minutes. So it would have been when it crashed. Okay, that's fine. Yep, cool. That's super annoying. That really is super annoying. I was expecting it to try and get back safely, but that was just annoying. That really was. Alright, let's have a look. Yep. Well, at least I know that that little spacecraft can make it to orbit. So that's all that really matters, I suppose, out of this. That's all that really matters. It's a good little craft as well. I didn't actually expect to do that. But if I toggle the torque on that to disabled and just use SAS, then that should help me out with power consumption as well. I suspect. Alright. Well... With that failed attempt, I will leave this here. Next time, I'm going to build a craft to try and get into orbit with maybe a manned mission. That should probably work a lot better. I could just use that craft and just take off the probe body and put on a capsule. That may do the job for us, but I will build something and we'll figure it out. So until then, I will see you all later.